Well, hello. We're back in the studio today, and I am traveling to the coast of France. This is on my canvas, on my easel. I can just, as an artist, I can go anywhere I want to in the world and still stay at home. So this is, I have combined two pictures. One is capped and Tibbs, and the other is capped all, and they're both on the coast of France. One is a little bit, well, it's just up near Monaco, and that's capped all, and then capped Antibes is further southwest from that. So I'm getting this ready to sketch up on my canvas, and I'm using a wash of mud, which is ultramarine blue, 2 parts of ultramarine blue plus 1 part of alizarin crimson, and I've mixed liquid in with that. Okay, so I've shown you my sketch, and I take a T-square and rest it on the edge of my canvas because I want my horizon line to be perfectly straight. Let's make sure that we're straight here. Come on down, and I want the horizon line to be at about 1/3 of the painting. You never want to put it right in the center. So I'm coming down about 1/3, and I just use this to make my horizon line. I'm not going all the way across because I'm going to have a peninsula of land out there. And I take a little thinner on a tissue and wipe the edge of that, so the next time I go to use it, it's nice and clean and there's no paint caked on it. Now I can start blocking in my little peninsulas and background mountains, the distant coast, and just using a wash, I kind of start washing that in. My reference is to the right of me on my tabouret. These mountains back here just lightly washed in. It's about as far over as I want to go with those. And let's give a little variation. Let's make this one a little bit lower. This is the beauty of this wash. I can just come back and wipe that off. I can erase it. A little thinner on tissue, and I can just erase that down. I have primed my canvas with, the canvases I get are already primed, but then I added a final priming coat of Liquitex acrylic in titanium white. It just makes the surface just a little bit smoother and slicker, so that then I can wipe off my oil wash sketch. Again, I'm using oil paints. This is a little bit of land coming out here. There's trees and stuff on it. It comes out like so. This oil wash is almost like working in watercolor in a sense. Now I have more rocks coming out here. I'm going to just kind of lightly line these in here because this is going to be my little village. It's going to be showing here. I've got trees there. Again, I'm looking at my sketch. I've got buildings. Also looking at my reference material. And I'm just kind of just blocking this in, just shapes. This will be refined. This peninsula comes out here. I want it to come further, like this one comes over here. I don't want this one to stop right there because that would be, you want overlapping elements because that helps give the impression of depth in your painting. So my rocks come down here. Then I've got a big projection of rocks right here. I'm going to use a little bit of bigger brush. And then I've got rocks in the foreground. And the water comes in. I have little waves coming in here. There's rocks underneath here. This projects there. Now in this part, I'm going to have a bougainvillea, bright pink bougainvillea. And it's going to give us a lot of color right here in the foreground. Breaks up. And it comes behind this projection, and then it breaks over these rocks in the foreground. And again, I'm not being real detailed here. I just want to get my basic plan in, block in my basic shapes, these rocks. Goes pretty quickly. And then I want this line to come up so we get a little bit of that feel of that water in the distance between the two outcroppings of rocks, and then there's little rocks in there. Again, I can erase. I just have got my brush dipped in thinner, and I can just erase some of this off. In fact, I'm just going to take my tissue and really take it out of there. These rocks I'm going to just indicate lightly. Then I'm going to have breaking waves out here. Again, this is in the distance, but they'll be breaking up against that outcropping of rock. Now I've got my buildings here. And in this area there's a coastal walkway that goes along the beach, and I want to just show a little bit of that in there. There will be flowers coming down here. Again, I'm not just real particular at this point. I just want to get my general shapes in. Trees back here, I'll have some dark in there that my bougainvillea is coming up. Then I also have some palm trees. There's a beautiful big tall palm trees breaking up. I go ahead and put the tops of the palms in first, and then I'll put the trunks in. And I'm going to have a couple out here so that they break. You see, you'll get the distant mountains behind here, but then you'll also get these palms breaking up and over. Let's do 3. Let's do one a little bit taller. But see, I can put those trunks in. And again, this is just indicating, this is just to help me remind me. If I get my basic plan up on the canvas, then I can come back and start painting. But these are trees in here. So get some darks in there that highlight the buildings and the bougainvillea. And just little village homes, condos, whatever. And this is going to be a little taller right there. So even these spits of land, they just point you in. These directional rocks in the water will point you back in, and then this is our focal point here. The waves hitting the rocks and all. So that's how I block in or draw in my initial sketch up on the canvas with my oil wash. I really appreciate you watching today. Thank you for following my YouTube videos. You can subscribe to my channel. Please also visit my blog where I will show the complete step-by-step process of this painting along with others I do. The link is in the description below. The address is also on the final frame of my YouTube video. And a lot of people ask me, I love this painting, but I want to see the rest of it. I want to see how it finishes out. If you'll go to my blog, you can see the entire step-by-step process. So you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and happy painting.